Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of Axios.com, and it has to do with Joe Biden and the Supreme Court. You heard right, folks. And it says, Biden announces commission to study the expansion of the Supreme Court. You heard right, folks. Let's get right into it. It says, Biden will sign an executive order on Friday that will create a bipartisan commission to study the expansion of the Supreme Court, as he promised throughout the 2020 election, according to the White House. If you guys can remember, during the 2020 election, President Trump told everyone, he warned the American people that if Biden got into office, he will pack the court. And that's exactly what this guy is planning to do. It says that the 6-month commission, so it will last 6 months, folks, will provide an analysis of the principal arguments surrounding this subject. Radical progressives are pushing for more seats after former President Donald J. Trump appointed 3 justices to the Supreme Court. If you guys can remember, President Trump nominated and then got confirmed Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett. And the Democrats, the progressives, were fuming. They were fuming. They were really, really angry that Trump got 3 of them during his 4 years in office. It says that Biden has not definitively said whether he supports adding seats to the court, although congressional allies, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, have advocated for additional seats as a response to Republicans quickly filling former Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat during an election year. And like I said, they're still angry about that. They've been angry about this since Gorsuch. But Amy Coney Barrett was the one that was it was the final straw for these radical Democrats. It says Democrats also advocated for additional seats after the confirmation of Trump's first appointee, Neil Gorsuch, just like I said. The backlash came after Senate Republicans refused to hold a confirmation hearing for then the President Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland, in 2016, arguing that it was an election year. And remember this, and put this into perspective. The good thing that the Republicans did at that time, because Merrick Garland would have gotten a lifelong appointment to the bench if he would have gotten confirmed at the time. Right now, Biden made him the Attorney General. Merrick Garland is the Attorney General right now in the Biden administration, but at least that's just a nomination or an appointment of 4 years max, pretty much, because this guy's not getting reelected. But 4 years. So Republicans at the time had a spine. What happened to those Republicans? Where did they all go? Let me know in the comment section below. Where are those Republicans that blocked Merrick Garland from getting a confirmation hearing? Let me know in the comments. It says that the 36-member commission, comprised of law professors, constitutional lawyers, former judges, and others, will hold public meetings to hear the views of other experts on the subject and will complete a report 6 months after the first meeting. 6 months, folks. So these are some of the bullet points of what Biden and his administration want to see from this commission. It says, the report will include an appraisal of the merits and legality of particular reform proposals. So they are proposing stuff to this commission for them to investigate, to give Biden their thoughts so he can move forward. So they want to examine the genesis of reform debate, the court's role in constitutional systems, the length of service and turnover of justices on the court, and the court's case selection. So they want term limits for justices, but no term limits for people in Congress. Why is there no term limits for Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and everybody else that's been in there forever? Why? Why is there no term limits for them? But they want term limits for Supreme Court justices. That makes absolutely no sense. And not only that, they want to make sure that the Supreme Court justices only hear certain things. They want only certain cases to be heard and for them to reach the Supreme Court. Now, who is going to be the judge of what cases go to the Supreme Court or don't? That is something that this guy wants to do. Remember that. So it says, Bob Boyer, a New York University School of Law professor and former White House counsel, and also Christina Rodriguez, a Yale Law School professor and former deputy assistant Attorney General of the Office of Legal Counsel at the Department of Justice, will co-chair this so-called bipartisan commission. So it goes on to say that Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer warned this week, he gave a warning, that efforts to expand the court's bench could damage public faith in the institution, stating that Americans rely on the trust of the court being guided by legal principle and not politics. They do not want to taint the court with politics. And that's exactly what this guy is doing. So the radical Democrats, the radical progressives are going after Justice Breyer now and telling him, get out of the court. Retire now. They are pressuring him to retire. They even started an online petition demanding Breyer retire as soon as possible. Why? Because he opened his mouth. That's the only reason they want him out. Not because he's good or bad, just because he opened his mouth and said something that the liberal and the radical Democrats did not want to hear. Now they want him gone. But let us know what you guys think in the comments section below. The Biden White House was asked a question by two different reporters just today, just this morning. And this is what they had to say.
Go ahead, Peter.
Thank you very much. To follow up on Ed's questions about the Supreme Court action today, President Biden once said in 1983 he thought court packing was
time back machine.
Oh yeah. He said he thought that court packing was a bonehead idea when FDR tried it. So why ask a panel now to go and see if it is a good idea?
Well, first, the panel is being asked to take a number of steps, including the pros and cons on exactly that issue. But they will also be looking at the court's role in the constitutional system, the length of service and turnover of justices on the court, the membership and size of the court, and the court's case selection rules and practices. And the makeup of this commission, which was vital for the president, there are progressives on the court, there are conservatives on the court. People will present different opinions and different points of view, and then they'll have a report at the end of 180 days.
Okay, and then about immigration.
All right, so the first lie is that there's going to be conservatives on this commission. Now, if you really think about it, what type of conservatives are they going to try to get? Well, most likely the John McCains, the Jeff Flakes, the Mitt Romneys. Those are the type of quote-unquote conservatives that Biden is going to try to find to get this commission going. Those are the kinds of people that they're going to get. Now, here is the second question that Jen got regarding this issue. Here we go.
Go ahead, Mike.
Two things. First, to follow up on Caitlin's question about the commission, it is my understanding that the commission has actively decided not to make any specific recommendations for or against the issues that they're examining, whether that be term limits on justices or expanding the size of the court. That does differ from what the president seemed to say as a candidate. Are you suggesting that he wants the commission to change that direction and actually come to him with specific
No,
recommendations?
I'm only suggesting that he asked his team to put together this commission to reflect a diversity of viewpoints, which it certainly will. And I'm certain that when that report is released in 180 days, their work has not even begun yet. He's going to sign, once he signs the executive order, it can officially begin. That will of course impact his thinking moving forward. But he wants smart legal experts, people who have been thinking about these issues for decades, to have a discussion and a debate about it and deliver him a report that we will again be delivering to the public, and you all can read once it is completed.
Okay. And then on Afghanistan.
All right, folks. So as you guys just heard, there's going to be a bunch of people on this commission that has been thinking about packing the courts for decades. For decades, she says. So again, a bunch of radicals are going to be on this commission. They're going to give Biden radical ideas that he is going to use as ammunition. He's going to say, hey, we had conservatives, we had liberals, we had people in the center, people all over the place that are telling me the exact same thing. It's all about optics. He's going to try to use these optics to pack the court. So stay tuned for that. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys like this report, make sure you slap a like on it. You click the thumbs up button and you help us beat the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and click that bell. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter and you like us on Facebook. Last but not least, make sure that you visit our website, goldenstatetimes.com, and you bookmark it and you join us here on the next news report. But until then, my name is Gent Goldstein, and I will see you here very soon. Peace.